Andrew Cherico here in the Bounce House after a Monday media availability with Coach Frost and players for the Sons of UCF. Important homecoming game on the horizon, but for Coach Frost, it's just another game, despite the potential to earn their first win in conference play. It comes down to two things: reducing their key mistakes and not being a really good team sometimes, but being a really good team all the time.
Yeah, we talked about that a lot, and it's not changing the formula. The formula has worked and will work, but if we need to alter it and not be doggedly committed to one way of doing things, then we will, and we'll find little ways to tweak practice to make sure that we're getting exactly what we need. It's hard to recreate with a defense like we played last week. It's hard to recreate all the looks that we were going to get from them because it was a little different every time, and that's the biggest thing is when the looks aren't exactly what we practiced, you still just got to fall back on your rules and execute. And well, I think that's the big thing right now is we're really good sometimes. We throw to the right guy sometimes. We block really well sometimes. We run the route precisely sometimes, and we catch it sometimes. And defensively was good, but we busted a couple coverages, so we're in the right coverage sometimes. And that needs to be most of the time or all the time. And then we become really good.
Once again, back on the quarterback situation. And at this point, it feels like a non-ending cycle. But for Coach Frost, it's all hands on deck as he's set to make another tough decision this Saturday, choosing the starter as all three quarterbacks are healthy for the first time since Jacksonville State. But next up, it's meeting with the coordinators, then Campus Tradition Spirit Splash, and most importantly, a Saturday kickoff against West Virginia. And until next time, I'm Andrew Cherico for the Sons of UCF.
Pointing fingers at each other was a thing of last year's UCF team when they went 0-4 in the month of October. Now this year, in the same month, they're 0-2, and they feel more of a need to point at themselves during this losing streak. I'm Nick Williams reporting for the Sons of UCF inside of the Bounce House after hearing from O-lineman Cam Kinney and D-lineman Nigel Lee Kelly, two guys who understand the team's struggles, but they're ready to keep themselves and their units accountable.
Just us not pointing any fingers. I mean, don't like to talk about last year, but last year was a lot of, oh, it's their fault. Oh, it's this person's fault. Oh, it's you. And this year, everybody just trying to work on themselves and not pointing any fingers. They're like, oh, I didn't do this. We didn't do this. We could have did this better. I could have did this better. Instead of saying you is more of a me.
I would say the resiliency and the encouragement I feel in the locker room. Like we look at each other and we're like, we lost this game. They didn't necessarily win it. So when you can look in a locker room and guys are understanding that, this is on us. Like we are good enough to win these games. It's very encouraging to see the team, and then we just come out and come to work the next day.
The quest to win in October for the Knights continues. This weekend, it's homecoming, where the UCF will host the West Virginia Mountaineers at 1 p.m. on Saturday. For the Sons of UCF, I'm Nick Williams.